Hey designers, and welcome back. Today I have a first impressions video for you. We are checking out the Milani Even Touch Powder Foundation, so stick around. All right, you guys, so we're gonna check it out, this little foundation. This is the Even Touch Powder Foundation from Milani. I have purchased the color 01 Shell. Not sure that this is gonna be my exact match. Looked pretty close, but sometimes with foundations, it's really hard to tell. I have not been big on powder foundations in the past. I like liquid foundations a little better, but I did find one you guys will remember last summer, the Itay Loose Powder Foundation. That stuff is incredible. I'm gonna have a link to that for you down below, just in case you want to check out those videos and find out more about it. That stuff is amazing, and yes, that stuff is definitely good to have on hand. So I'm kind of hoping that this one is gonna be similar. Love this packaging. Can we just say that real quick? Love the packaging, this shiny gold. Let's get it on open now and try it out. So this is what it looks like. When you get it open, it just really looks like a pressed powder compact, but it is supposed to be a powder foundation. And up underneath there, it does come with the little applicator sponge. You guys can see that. So that is nice to have in there. I did pick this up at Dollar General, and right now they're on a 50% clearance. I'm not sure if Dollar General is getting rid of them altogether. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure if maybe Milani's getting rid of them. So I wanted to hurry up and do this for you so that if it's any good, you guys can get out there and get it before they're gone. I already have my face good and clean, and I do have on my moisturizer. Now I'm going to use my Ulta Matte Primer. You guys are very familiar with this. I use it every time I put my makeup on. I'm only going to do this on half of my face today, though. I'm going to put it on this left-hand side because I'm not real sure how this powder foundation works with primer. Not sure if it's going to be better without a primer. So just going to do half of my face here. Now what I'm doing, you guys know already that I use this little Smashbox photo correcting primer, and I only use that on my nose. It gets rid of some of that redness, but again, I'm only going to do it on half of my nose. So I'm going to start applying it using the little sponge that they've given me just to see how it works. You guys know a lot of times I don't like the products that come with the actual makeup products. I'd rather use my own stuff, but let's just try it at least on half of the face and see what it does. All right, not sure how I'm feeling about that. You can tell a little bit of difference from side to side. I'm trying to see if you can even tell a difference that I even have a product on, and I can tell, obviously, it looks a little more evened out, not as even as what you're gonna get with a full out foundation, a liquid foundation. This is definitely very light coverage. I would not even call this medium coverage. For me, I don't think so. You can still see right through it. It has lessened some of the redness a little bit. Like I said, it's evened it out some, but I would definitely consider this a very light coverage. When I look at it up close in this magnifying mirror, it's not like you can tell you have product on necessarily. You know, it looks a little powdery because obviously you have a powder there, but not sure about it, not sure about it. Let's go ahead and put the other side on. And for this side now, I'm gonna use this little mini Kabuki brush that I got from Itay. Again, I'm gonna have that linked for you down below as well. I absolutely love this brush for other powder foundations. So let's see how it works with this Milani powder foundation. You just rub it right in there and get ready to apply it to the skin. One thing I like about the Kabukis is that it does have the ability to stipple as well, so kind of helps disguise some of those pores. Well, let's see how it did. I'm actually thinking I have a little bit better coverage on the side I used with that sponge. So for this particular foundation, it looks like that the consistency of that and the formulation is going to be better with that little sponge. It's a little harder to use than that Kabuki brush, but in this instance, I think it's going to work better with that sponge. I guess probably because it's not a true loose powder foundation. Again, though, it is very, very light. I can see all of my flaws and blemishes right through it. It has evened out the skin tone, though, and it's toned down a lot of the redness to me. I think it has toned down a lot of the redness that was already there and kind of just made the skin look a little more even. And I'm not noticing up close looking in this magnifying mirror that it looks like you have product on. So it's kind of giving you a little bit of a natural look, more even toned. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and apply all the rest of my face, get everything else on there, and then we're going to talk about maybe how it reacted with other products. So here we are with the rest of the makeup on. It worked pretty well with the rest of the makeup. The blush went on pretty smooth. I did just a teeny bit of highlighter, no contour today or any of that, because my opinion is if you're going to be wearing this kind of powder foundation, you're really just going for kind of a light everyday look, something that maybe you're going to wear around the house or wear to run a few errands, something along those lines. We're not going for high glam here, obviously, because this is not a full coverage foundation. Wouldn't even consider it medium coverage in my estimation. It's a pretty light coverage foundation. This side here, you will remember that I did use the primer over, and really can't tell a difference between the two yet. What we're going to be able to tell with that primer is how well it's going to wear throughout the day, how long it may last. So really won't know until later tonight about that. But as far as the look of both sides, they look pretty even as far as what I can tell. One thing that I'm not super happy about this, and I knew that I wouldn't be, is because I have extremely large pores. Most people with oily skin do. I have large pores indeed, and this is not covering that up at all. I wouldn't say that it's accentuating those pores. Now, if I look at it obviously in a magnifying mirror, I'm going to see them a little bit more than just with the natural eye, but just looking at them with a normal mirror, I do not feel that the pores are actually exaggerated. I don't think that it brings attention to them like some foundations can do. So that is definitely a positive, but it doesn't cover them up either. It really is meant to look kind of just like a natural skin, just a little more even. So keep that in mind. If you have large pores like I do, you might not like this one because it's not going to cover it up. It's not designed to. It's just designed to give you just a little more evenness and freshness to the face. Absolutely love the way it's feeling on the skin. Very light, can't even tell that anything's there. It doesn't even feel dry and powdery like other powder foundations can do. It just feels, I mean, I wouldn't say that I feel bare skinned, if that makes sense to you, because you can tell obviously when you have something on the face, but it doesn't feel obviously like a heavy foundation or even like a greasy foundation by any stretch of the imagination. So it feels nice. We'll have to see towards the end of the day to see if it's going to feel drying at all. But overall, not bad at all, just to have for an everyday little look based on my first impressions here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear this throughout the day and I'm going to check in at different intervals, but I'm going to do that over on the vlog tonight. So if you're not yet subscribed to that vlog channel, you're going to want to be, so that you can keep up with the wear test on this makeup throughout the rest of this day. And by the end of the night tonight, I'll have a better assessment of how I think it's going to wear. But my first impression is I think it's pretty. I think looking in this mirror that it does have a pretty finish, even with my large pores and even with some of the blemishes that I have on. It doesn't cover them fully, but it does make them look just more evened out, and I would feel very comfortable wearing this out to run errands or just around the house for the day, and it was super quick and easy to apply. So on my first impressions, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. We'll have to wait and see what I feel about it later tonight, though, after it wears all day. Again, that is the Milani Even Touch Powder Foundation. So beautiful in its little packaging. Like I said, I found mine at Dollar General. Right now they're on a 50% off clearance, so I picked it up for just $4. So keep your eyes open. We'll see how it wears throughout the day and see if it's going to be worth that purchase. But my first impression is definitely yes. All right, I want to thank all of you so very much for sitting there and watching today. Hope this was at least a little bit helpful for you, and I'll see you over on the vlog channel tonight. I want to remind you that you are created for purpose, so go and be all you can be. And I'll see you soon in the next video.